Euro USD live Friday NFP the 6th of September 2024 market direction with entry, stop loss, and the take profit. Are you ready to know the direction of the day for the world's most traded forex pair, the Euro USD? Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Friday morning. It is 8:30, and every Monday to Friday, I get onto these live streams to share what I believe the direction of the day is going to be like on the Euro USD. Now, if you do not know, this is the world's most traded pair, and I happen to trade the same forex pair. So every Monday to Friday, I get onto these live streams to share what I believe the direction of the day is going to be like on the Euro USD, and I base this off of my strategy. It is a 50% win rate strategy, and this happens to also give me a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio. So no matter how the month maybe has been, you're always going to end up the month profitable. So basically, if you are out there and you maybe do not have a solid strategy to trade the forex market, definitely this is one strategy that is going to enable you trade the markets. And remember, I'm going to be giving it away for free right here on the channel. So if you are out there and you lack a profitable strategy, this is the strategy that you're going to be using from today onwards. Now, it's a very, very simple strategy. We shall be getting into it, but maybe before we even get into it, are you someone out there? I mean, I would like to speak to someone out there that maybe if you are out there and you have a difficulty in accepting losses. I mean, you take a forex trading, maybe let me rephrase it this way. Let's talk about this thing: difficulty accepting losses. Are you someone out there that maybe trades, maybe you take a trade and it ends up losing, and you can't just have your head around this loss? I mean, if you are a parent, you go beating all those children at home, or maybe you go lock up yourself in your room or bedroom, and you just can't have yourself together. You are someone who faces this demon of accepting that loss that you've just gotten. So if you are that type of person, I want you to know that losses are very okay in trading. It is part of the game. You just can't deal away with these losses. Now, understand that every time you put on a trade, it can either be a win or loss. So understand this very well. You do not determine what is going to be the outcome for that particular trade. Whenever you put on a trade, it can be anything. It can either be a loss or win. So don't, have that rigid mind that, yes, this particular trade must be a winner. That's not how it works. It can be a loss or a win. So only and only, evaluate yourself maybe after 10 trades, after 20 trades. This is how you get to evaluate yourself, but not on a trade to trade kind of basis. So understand this very well, and it will save you a lot of headache when it comes to accepting losses. So basically, this is my word of advice to you. Hope you take it so that your mental health is worked on very well. So basically, that is what I wanted to share about this today. So in case you're out there and maybe you face problems with this, this is maybe some advice that I would like to share with you. So basically, that is it there. So getting back to the strategy, or what exactly the direction of the day is going to be like. Now, this particular strategy that I use to actually call these directions for the day, it is a 50% win rate strategy with a 1-to-4 risk to reward. And I've traded this particular forex strategy for over a year now. It's over a year, and I must tell you guys, it's a very profitable strategy. So if you are out there and you lack a strategy to use in the forex market, definitely this is the strategy that you're going to be using. Now, for me, I am a purely technical trader. I trade purely technical, and basically with this, I'm able to, determine what exactly the direction for the day is going to be like. But I also like to acquaint myself with the fundamentals of the day, and to do this, I normally use a website, and these are majorly two websites. Website number one, I always like to check out before I even jump onto the charts. I always like to check our website, bloomberg.com. It is a website that basically shares, news or different articles about different financial institutions. So basically, you come to www.bloomberg.com, and then you come under the markets tab right here, then currencies, and you'll be able to select out your currency of choice. So for me, I trade the Euro USD. So you can see right there, that's the currency I've selected. And basically what I like to see is the related news on this particular currency. So we all know that today is NFP day. So you must be there super pumped, getting ready, to trade NFP today. So let's look at some of the news. We can see that just 23 minutes ago, we can see this article that was written, dollar is under pressure before key US jobs data. So basically that is it. Let's see more. Remember, guys, the only reason I'm checking out these fundamentals is for me to see if there's any major news. Guys, keyword there is major news. If there's nothing like major news, then I'm not interested. So away from that, we can see 5 things you need to know to start your day. Europe, okay. Nothing major. Taxes are anything but certain for markets in this election. So the US is gearing up for that election, majorly between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. So then we see yen watches on alert for test of August high on US. Stocks get hit ahead of tomorrow's job report. Okay, so this is basically the same report. So basically, this is what I'll be looking at for today, the 6th of September 2024. So 6th September 2024, that's exactly what we have for today. So I'm going to be sharing exactly what I believe today's direction is going to be like. So basically, before we even get to the chart to check out is this particular website, forexfactory.com. Now, on this website, they have an economic calendar whereby they always share what kind of news events are going to be happening. Now, for me, I'm actually someone who filtered this particular website to only share or show me the red folder news events, because I'm only interested in this because these are the major drivers. They are the major movers of the market. So I only filtered it out to show me the red folder news events. And basically, when I see here, I can see that today, 3:30 p.m., my local time, or if you're using the New York time, that's exactly at 8:30 a.m. So what is going to end up happening is we shall have an average hourly earning monthly report. So you can see the focus is 0.3%. Previously, it was at 0.2%. Then obviously we shall have NFP. So they suspect, or they forecast it will be an increase from the previous one. They forecast it will be 164K. Previously, it was 114K. And then an employment rate report, it will be also out. And then at 6 p.m. my local time, there we shall have the FOMC member Weller speaks. Okay, so basically, this is it when it comes to fundamentals for the day. So the reason I like to check out, or the reason I filtered out these red folder news events is for me to be on the alert, or for me to be able to manage my trades through these news events. Now, for me, I'm someone who purely trades technical. So what does this mean? As these news events drop, what I like to do is to maybe move my stop loss to break even, because sometimes when these news events drop, the brokers that we use, they tend to actually widen their spreads. So when they do this, basically what ends up happening, if that particular trade ends up going against you, then you might end up losing more than you had earlier anticipated to lose on that particular trade. If you, let's say, predetermined to maybe you said, in case I'm wrong on this particular trade, I want to only lose maybe 10 pips, or maybe I want to only risk 10 pips in the market. And then this news or this particular news event drops, and the broker ends up slipping you maybe 10 pips more or 20 pips more. This can happen. So financially, it might not make sense, you staying in that particular trade and it goes against you. So basically, this is what I'm trying to share with you. So for me, I like to move my stop loss to break even as these news events drop. So this is just how I trade, and I've traded this way for the longest time, guys. And I'm telling you, it's a very profitable way to manage your trades, guys. So basically, this is what I'm looking at. So away from this, let's get onto the chart. So this is what we have on the chart for today, the 6th of September 2024. So this is what exactly we have. So now when it comes to the strategy that I trade, I'm someone who purely trades technically. So so this is what I have for today. So today, that 6th of September 2024, what am I looking at now with the strategy that I trade? It is a strategy that bases off the previous day's price action or the previous day's candle. So I'm on the 1 hour time frame, and when I look at the previous day, which was the 5th of September 2024, I like to see various levels. Now, price usually likes to tap back into what I call areas of interest. This can either be an order block, this can be a fair value gap, this can be equal highs or equal lows from the previous day. Price usually likes tapping back into these levels, and then once it has, this is when price actually reverses and moves in the other opposite direction. So this is something I noticed price does, and I always like to align my strategy with it. So this is basically how I crafted my strategy, and I'm telling you, it's a very profitable strategy because I've watched it, play out over and over and over again. So if you are out there and you lack a strategy to use, definitely this is the strategy that you're going to be using right here. I'm going to be giving it away for free. So number one, we've said with this strategy, we look at the previous day's price action. This is on the 1 hour time frame, and we look out for areas of interest from yesterday. Now, what are we having here as areas of interest? When we look to the upper side, we can see that from yesterday, there was nothing interesting, but there is this order block right here. So for me, I'm telling you guys, I cannot take any trade before price actually comes and runs this particular order block right here. Reason being, with that order block, some stops that are resting above this order block. There are some stops right here. So what might end up happening is basically price running out all those stops, and once price has done this, this is when it will reverse to the opposite direction. So let me try and zoom this in so that I make a clear marking on this particular level. So the level I'll be looking at today, the 6th of September 2024, is this particular level right here. So I'm looking at price, coming all the way up here, and then it takes to this opposite direction. So that's level number one that I'll be looking at. And then the other level, it is this level right here. This level right here. So I'll be looking at this level. Excuse me. Let me try and mark this out very well. But as well, I'm going to be zooming in so that I have the exact level that I want to mark. Let me try zooming in. Okay, this is good. Okay, so that's the level. So what am I saying? The other level I'm looking to actually trade off of is this level down here. So this is maybe if you're to look at it, logically, this is more of a long shot because by the time price gets here, maybe the day might even be done. So basically, I'll be looking for price to come, take out the expected to move to the upside. So reason being, you can see there are equal lows right there. So I expect price to come, take out that level, and then it reverses to the upside. So if you are getting ready to maybe trade news or anything, you should clearly look at those levels and wait for how price will react around these levels. So level number one is this right here, 1.10748. And the other level is this right here, 1.11400. So what do I do when price gets to these levels? When price gets to these levels, what I do, for me, I take my entries on the 5-minute time frame. So what I do, I drop down to the 5-minute time frame. Once price gets to these levels, I drop down to the 5-minute time frame, and then I basically wait for price to form what I call an inversion fair value gap. An inversion fair value gap is basically, price being able to cover a previously existing fair value gap or imbalance. So once price has covered this level, or once price has covered the fair value gap, then this is when I look to actually make my entry. And usually I use a 10 pip stop loss. And then when it comes to the take profit, I always use 10 pips. I always use 30 pips as my take profit. So basically, with these 30 pips, I'm always also able to, squeeze it into a 1-to-4 risk to reward ratio to be able to make some extra profits from these markets, guys. So basically, this is what I'll be looking out for. If you are out there and you lack a strategy to trade, this is hands down one of the best strategies that you can trade in these financial markets, guys. So this is what I'm looking at today. And basically, if price actually doesn't get to either this level or this level, then I'm not trading for the day. So basically, these are just ground rules. You'll never make money from these markets, guys. You need to have rigid rules that, like a religion. I know there are so many people who are religious out there. So the way you follow that religion is the same way you should be following your rule. Once price gets to them, then I'll be looking. Basically, this is it. In case you do have some questions for me, you can go ahead and leave those questions down in the comment section. I'll be gladly answering you back. And then also, remember, guys, to always have some good risk management in place. Do not over risk on your trades. Do not YOLO on your trades. Some people like to live once. You do not live once on these charts, you'll end up blowing your account, guys. So try and manage your risk well. Then avoid some of those execution errors, like maybe instead of tapping buy, you tap sell. These are the small things that keep you unprofitable. Try and pay good attention to detail, and this is how you will stay profitable in these markets, guys. So so basically, this is what I'm looking at for today. Hope you do have some questions for me. In case you do have some questions, head over to the comment section and leave those questions right there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have a great trading day.